right, here we are with another episode of Let's Get Into It with me, Shady B, and then we have Mace. Thank you for joining us, Mace.
Thank you.
How are you doing tonight?
I had a little gas, but I'm okay. Little gas.
Hey Nola and hey Q, thank y'all for being on.
Hey Q, hey Nola.
Because I had just put the banner up like an hour ago. Because I had almost forgot to put the banner up. I thought I did it already, but last episode of Huntsville was pretty good. It was a lot to unpack. I think I made final decisions on some people. Some people I'm completely done with after this.
You just throwing them away?
I'm throwing them away. yeah, yeah, Nola. Let me see what Nola's saying.
Hey, Robin.
Hey, Robin. Thank you for joining us. All right, let's get through this first part so we can get to the meat and potatoes towards the end. So it starts off with Kimmy and Destiny meet up at the beauty supply. I guess it's Destiny Beauty Supply store.
Is it open?
I don't know. It looked kind of empty.
Right. It looked like it wasn't open to the public. I don't know.
All I seen was big eyes in the beauty supply. So Kimmy was talking about the relationship that's going on with Destiny and Mel and is saying that this time it feels different.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we all know when a friendship is breaking down and it's just not working no more.
Yeah.
So, I mean, she's basically saying that she's trying to get it back the way it was, and she's going to have like a party so they can get back to where they used to be.
I think Kimmy is really throwing her hat in the ring this season. She's become a little bit mixy, and I think it's to throw off the scent of the quarterback. I think she's getting up in everybody else's business, so we won't be in her business.
Do you think she's being messy?
I think she's being not messy. She's being a little mixy this season because usually Kimmy don't really fool la with, she says her opinion and that's it. And she's going to stay clear. She don't really get in the mix. But I see with her telling Tisha about her cousin and all she's tossing her hat in the ring.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's getting it going. So she's saying that it's not the same. Destiny says to Kimmy that she was never talking about Mel. And I feel like in order for y'all to move forward, y'all have to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Mel heard something outside that either she was behind the door or on the other side of the wall. She heard something. So just be honest and say that, yeah, I was talking about you. I felt some type of way. I'm sorry.
But I think they already established the fact that she was talking about her.
Destiny keeps denying it. She denied it right here in this scene with Kimmy. She said, I was never talking about Mel.
But technically she was. She probably wasn't talking about her. She was talking about what happened. Like she said, I wasn't talking about her. We were discussing what happened on the stage. Mm-hmm. But either way, like if you walk by and you see your friend discussing with somebody who obviously is her op or somebody who you don't fool with or you just had an argument with on stage and you see and they talking about the situation, you're going to automatically take offense. It don't matter what you were saying. You could have been saying, well, Mel was out on stage and she, and she did this. So what? Why are you talking about me to her? That's how Mel feels about it. I don't blame her. You should have known that this was the op. That's the only problem. You should have made it clear from the beginning. This is my enemy. I don't mess with her. So please keep my name out your mouth when you around her. That should have been off the ripper. It shouldn't have been like, oh, I don't care. That's, go ahead and such and such and such. That's where Mel messed up at.
But we don't know what side conversations have been had off camera. And also, if we go back to the reunion, clearly Mel had an issue with Tisha at the reunion. Destiny also had an issue. And I got the impression that both of them were already talking amongst each other because they were backing up each other. Whenever Destiny was being mentioned, Tisha was chiming in. So it made me feel like they previously had already been having conversations behind the scenes about Mel anyway. That's what I got from it. And I'm pretty sure that's what Mel got from it as well.
Of course.
Body language, I'm really, really good at reading that body language. Destiny, she like to play innocent and get them eyes get real big and she just be looking and like she don't know what's going on. She know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So I also noticed that Destiny seems a little bit sad this season. She's always nervous when she walks into a room. Like, she just be looking.
Because she's scared the authorities after her. Didn't she get that PPE look?
They said she's on some fraud. So they said
she probably don't know what scene they gonna pop up on her ass. She probably like.
So I think she's scared of what Mel might say. And she know Mel, it's unfortunate when friends fall out because you know everything about each other.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess she's like, well, I don't want Mel to, she don't want to push Mel too hard because she don't want Mel to come out and say some things about her that may or may not be true. And,
But I really need Mel to step into her she's naive. Mm-hmm. Like, if you don't mess with her and you don't just keep that same energy and keep it across the board. Don't pretend and don't try to play nice. I want her to be mean Mel.
That's what she said she was given later in the episode. So moving forward from this, we see Marceau and Maurice. Marceau is handling business. Hey, Bev. So Marceau is handling business. He's building apartments and hotels. And they're sitting there talking, and they're talking about possible business with Martell and how it would look. And the fact that Tisha is, I guess, majority owner of the business.
I think Tisha bought Martell shares.
Martell's part. So she owns most of the business, right?
Yeah. She's majority shareholder.
Why would she give up her majority to let Martell jump in? And he ain't even got no business license. He's not even trying.
He only got a builder's license. This man,
he ain't even trying to get no builder's license,
right? Because he just seems like he's just trying to skate on everybody's license. Like, look, I'm gonna just skate on yours,
and that's annoying.
It is.
That's annoying. That friend that never has a car, but always want to ride with you. Why don't you get your own? It's really the same thing.
Yeah, but the gentleman was telling him correct, like get your builder's license. He's like, well, I could work here and I could work here. Y'all got Martell. Like, you finally took off the tight suits. Now take off the tight brain. Go and get your builder's license. Do it yourself. Have a backup plan.
Let's jump to that scene since we're talking about it. So that's the scene where Martell is talking with his friend, and his friend is encouraging him to get his builder's license. My thing is this: should nobody have to tell you if you are in construction to get your builder's license? He had one once before, which leads me to this question: what's the reason that you're not getting it? Is it laziness? Is it Mel took the test for me the first time, and she's the reason why I passed, or I can't really read, or I don't really know.
That's why I was giving, like, is Martell only can read children's books?
Hey, California cutie.
Hey, Cece. Like, can Martell only can read children's books? Like, probably he's having problems.
What's stopping you? Like, get your and then the guy is trying to help him and give him some solid advice. Go ahead and get your builder's license.
Yeah, but you can see that he's the type of guy that wants something microwavable. He wants it fast and wants it now. He probably don't want to sit there and waste the time. Like, why would I waste my time when you got it?
But in my mind, I feel like Mel probably took the test for him the first time, and that's why he passed.
Did he ever have a builder's license?
He had one at one point, but it expired. And now he has another one. And I think that because he doesn't have Mel, he doesn't have anybody to rely on him.
Hey, thick girl.
I made it. Thank you, YouTube and notification. Thank you. I mean, I didn't know we was being people because I just put the thing up. Because he has a criminal background allegedly. That's why.
Oh, that wasn't really alleged because he did. Didn't they bust out him and with the stealing of the ATM? Didn't he carry an ATM on his back?
He stole an ATM?
Allegedly, I think he had carried the ATM on his back. Or something.
If that's
it was something when Huntsville first came out, they had the scandal, like he went to jail for stealing an ATM. Him and a group of, I'm like, oh my God, he just carried it on his back. What happened? Like, how did he had a dolly?
Time for that?
He was arrested, I believe. I'm not too sure. So allegedly,
if he didn't do time, that is maybe he wasn't charged with a felony. Maybe he can get that expunged.
Maybe so, but like, what do they charge a person with stealing an ATM? Like
theft.
But that's grand larceny, depending on how much is in the ATM.
It depends on how much he was trying to steal. But
it's a whole ATM. Like, so if it was only $10 or $20 left in the ATM, is it okay? Or if it's over $5,000 and it was a grand larceny, like
you can't get into that ATM. I know it's hard to get into an ATM.
I was just thinking about Barbershop, the movie. Like,
Think Girl said she think it was a felony. So if you have a felony on your record, just be honest and say, you know what, or let your friends know so they won't keep asking you the same question over and over.
Right, because I know a lot of felons that are running businesses.
Like, it's a lot of felons that are out here working, doing business. I don't know if it's going to stop him from getting his business license, especially if it happened a while ago. I don't know.
Yeah, because the pictures they showed, he looked pretty young.
So if he did it when he was pretty young and he's, it's been 10, 20 years, I wouldn't think that it'll stop you in the future, but I don't know. But at least try.
Yeah, he just seemed real lazy with it.
My thing is at least try. So maybe this is the reason that he won't do it. Because I was trying to figure it out. Like, why not do it? It just seemed like you lazy. So his friend was trying not to laugh at his face, but I guess when he started laughing, you saw that gap in his mouth. But so, I mean, it is what it is. Hopefully, Martell get it together because he is not going to get into business with Tisha and Marcel because Tisha. This is the only part where I agree with Tisha is I agree that she should not go into business with Martell.
Right, that's a disaster.
What if he's a felon? If he's a felon, he's not going to be a contributing factor to the business. He's not going to be an asset to the team if he can barely get in the door.
Yeah, but if he doesn't even want to go get his builder's license, what are you bringing to the table for me? Like, are you serious? Because something could happen to, like, we both should have it, like.
But it's just like, if you have a felony, that don't mean you can't go to school. Can you not go to college, or can you go to Everest or something? I
don't know if ICDC is,
You sit on the couch doing nothing. You
might as well. You watching us. You're doing nothing.
Yeah, you're doing nothing. That's how I feel about Martell. You're sitting there. You're doing nothing. Go to Everest. Get your builder's license.
Right.
So we're going to move on to the next scene. We see Mel sitting down with her psychotherapist at night. I don't know
psycho.
But she sits down with the psychotherapist and she talks about the event that Kimmy has planned for Galentine's Day. And she's talking about how she likes to avoid people who are going to make her act out of character, which is something that I do, especially when I'm at work. If I know I can't stand somebody, I try not to be near them at work because I'm going to say something or, it might easily pop off. We don't need to do that at work. We need to keep our job. I need to keep mine. So she's saying that she's going to go into this event knowing that she's going to have to buck on somebody because she feels like people take her kindness for weakness. And I feel like oftentimes people do that because they feel like they can get over on you because you're too nice. So you do have to buck. So what do you think about Mel's scene when she was with the psychotherapist in her house that night?
First of all, why was, the psychotherapist there after business hours? What kind of psychotherapy is going on? Second of all, Mel, please, just say what you have to say. Be honest. The reason why you're running into these issues is because you're not direct. Just like you wasn't direct about Tisha being your enemy. You act like
I think she was because as a viewer, I could tell that Mel had an issue with Tisha. I could tell that by watching the show. And if you were friends and you were behind the scenes, I'm sure you have more information than I do. And I think we just lost. We lost you for a second.
I said I think she was acting like she was an enemy, acting shady towards her, but she didn't really tell her, and she didn't say it to her. Mm-hmm. She should have told her, like, look, you the op. I don't mess with you.
I don't think people do that. I think people don't actually go up to people saying, I'm not.
No, we're not going to go up to each other, but if we got to sit around each other because we're on the same show together and eventually we're going to have to film together or whatever like that. Well, oh yeah, I'm going to make it clear that I don't like you. Mm-hmm. I don't like you, but I'm going to be cordial. Like, I don't know. I'm just an honest person. If I don't like you, you'll be able to tell I don't like you. Good. Because I'm not going to mess with you, period. Like, it's so, but I would tell her, like, look, I don't like you. I don't fool with you. I'm going to be cordial for these scenes or whatever like that. I ain't going to be running down trying to fight you or anything like that, but I don't mess with you. And it will be clear. And I think if she was clear on that standpoint, Destiny, well, probably not, but I think she would have had a more of an inkling. Well, you know what's going to happen if she hear me talking about the situation with Tisha.
I don't think that's the issue. I think Destiny was already feeling away because remember earlier in the season, Destiny was crying about how much she was struggling and how she don't have a village like Mel has. She was comparing herself to Mel.
But Destiny is just a Mel wannabe because first of all, Destiny, nobody even knew that you were going through your divorce. You sprung like nobody knew that. So how can anyone be there for you when no one knew? Mm-hmm. Maybe you would have had a village. Maybe Mel would have been more compassionate to you, but she didn't know. And I think Mel really felt some type of way about that. Like, girl, we could have bonded on that level because we both was going through the same thing. And then we were supposed to be friends. And next thing I know, you had a whole divorce and I'm your friend and I didn't know. Mm-hmm. I would feel some type of way.
Thick Girl says that started on the stage, not in that room. I think it started before the stage. I think
it started when Destiny got a divorce and didn't tell nobody.
Destiny was already feeling envious towards Mel. Then you have Tisha who fell out with Mel and y'all link up and y'all talk about her because both of y'all have issues with her. That's what I feel like is going on.
Right. They had something in common to speak about. Yeah, that's how they probably bonded.
And a lot of times your biggest hater is your former friend. So
yeah, or your friend. Or your
your so-called friend. So
right.
That's your biggest haters right there. So let's get into the thing with the Galentine's dinner. This scene really made me not like Tisha at all. The way she handled this. So we're going to start off with, Kimmy started something. She's doing an event for Valentine's Day called Galentine's. It's like your girlfriends sharing the love, starting over. So I guess everybody was supposed to wear red to the event. That's what it looked like. So Kimmy's there first. Then Tiffany comes.
Can we talk about Kimmy level suit she had on, first of all?
I thought it was okay.
It was okay, but Kimmy, girl, Kimmy.
I don't think anybody looked extravagant this night.
I think the best looking one that was there that night was Tisha. With her bubblegum pink pants and her t-shirt.
I have an issue with what she had on, but we're going to get to that right now. So, because it really wasn't nothing. Kimmy was talking with Tiffany about how she wants the event to go and how she wants everything to be peaceful. And whilst Tisha, number one, you're being petty immediately because I noticed that she had a Team Wife shirt on. So you're poking the fun at the fact that Mel is not married anymore.
Yep.
Destiny's not married anymore either. But
oh well, she did it by proxy.
You're wearing the Team Wife like you're married just so secure. Like you're like you're sitting on the throne somewhere being taken care of. So
she's majority shareholder.
Yeah, majority shareholder. You wear that Team Wife shirt. You come in with shoes on like you ready to fight. And when everybody else is supposed to be wearing red. To me, you starting the night wrong. You're starting it off with pettiness. You had pettiness and childishness in your head at the beginning and dressed. So of course your energy to me is off for the whole event. So I did not like that. What did you think about what she had on when she came in?
I thought she looked cute. I'm saying it wasn't the dress code, but I liked it. I like those pants she had on. I liked her ponytail. I thought she looked real cute. It wasn't, but I would have came in with the same attitude that she came in with.
But she didn't keep that same. She kind of lost it for a while until her backup got there. As far as Destiny, she lost her.
That's what I just don't like about these girls. Keep that same energy across the board. I'm gonna feel the same way with or without anyone around me. I'm gonna need for Mel and Tisha to keep that same energy. Period.
I think Mel kept it. I think Tisha, she picks it up and then she drops it off. And then
she's not being honest and she's not being upfront. Mel's being very sneaky and very undermining and be straight up. Because I would have told her, yup. I invited your cousin. No, I don't fool with your cousin like I fooled with you. And I invited her to talk about you. That's what I'm saying. People.
She's a Scorpio. So I think, I'm not going to speak for all Scorpios, but I think sometimes Scorpios like to play with people, play with people's emotions. And I think that Mel was kind of playing with her. Oh, I know. I've been knowing Kiki. I've been knowing her.
Games that get people punched.
We've been knowing each other for a long time. So I think that they probably didn't know each other that well, but I think it was advantage to have the cousin on your side.
Right. Because but Destiny did bring up a poignant point. You are mad at me for having a conversation with Letitia when you sitting there having a whole powwow with her cousin, her blood cousin. Mm-hmm. Make it make sense, Melody. Please make it make sense. But I would just straight up, if you have my cousin dead. Yup. Mm-hmm. Because what are you gonna do after that? And then I asked her, you want to fight? If you want to,
She didn't deny that the cousin was there, but my thing is this: who's worse in the situation, Mel or the cousin? The cousin is more wrong.
The cousin is worse in the situation because that's your family. She shouldn't even did. She, like I said, she sold her cousin out for chicken change. So she fought Mel and had it all arranged. No.
This girl is with me. She says Scorpios definitely lives to play games. I have 3 children with one, and my big brother is one. And I know a few Scorpios like to play games.
See, but these are the games that's going to get you punched in your throat. Because I would definitely got up and walked across the table and punched Mel right in her throat.
No, who really needed to be punched was Tisha because she walked in and she immediately threw shade. I don't know if y'all caught this, but she immediately threw shade at Tiffany. She was like, "Oh, you making a drink? Hold on, let me get to where I wrote the note." She said something about, "Oh, you making the drink? Oh, that's where you should be. That's what you do best." What do you mean by that? Did you not catch that?
No,
I caught it.
No, I did not. So she said that to the poodle.
I see you behind the bar. Oh, that's where you should be. That's what you do best. What you saying? I'm an alcoholic? What you trying to call Tiffany an alcoholic?
He calls her a drunk poodle.
And then I think Tiffany caught it, and then she was like, "Well, your husband." She said something about your husband don't like surprises, so I'm gonna just leave that one alone, or something like that. But
I heard Tiffany say that. Trying to bring up Vegas.
Okay, I'm gonna read everybody. I'm gonna throw shade. I'm gonna do this, that, and the third. You wouldn't have came in there like that on me. Like, what you mean behind the bar where I should be, and that's what I do best.
Yeah, I'm gonna need for Tisha to direct her energy to the right place. To Miss Melody.
After they had that little back and forth, and while Stormy with her lip turned up, I don't know how she do her lip like that, but she she act like she from New York somewhere, but she not. But
no, she from where is she from?
Well, she coming there with Mel because I guess Mel need backup. I guess like Tisha brought backup, so Mel brought some backup.
When I saw Stormy, all I could hear in my head was that damn song. She gonna shake it like a red nose, because she was coming out like a red nose pit. She was trying to. I was like, Stormy, relax, sit down.
So Tiffany, I mean, yeah, I'm sorry, Stormy and Mel walk in. Mel speaks, and Tisha is just sitting there on her phone. Where was that spice that you had for Tiffany? When Mel walk in, you just sitting there on your phone. That's what I'm saying. Her energy shifts. It goes from up and down because
I'm gonna need all of them to just stand in how they really feel. Stop going back and forth. Like, I don't understand, because I'm gonna need Mel to just fold her arms and be like, yep, sure did. What are you gonna do after I tell you, yeah, I invited your cousin over for her to talk shit about you? Sure did. What are we gonna do after that? You wanna fight? Are we gonna fight? If we ain't gonna fight, shut up. Like, what are you gonna do after I tell you the truth? If I tell you what it is, what are you gonna do? Either you're gonna throw them up and we're gonna scrap wigs gonna be flying, or not. Like, I don't understand why people just can't be more honest.
I think I would have taken that approach, especially if I was over the situation. I would have been like, yeah, we was at the party, and yeah, we was talking about you like a dog.
Sure was. And
we sure was. We talked about you, your husband, your child. We talked about your grandmama, and
and after I say all that, what are you gonna do? Like,
yeah. Like, what can you say after that? What can you say besides fight? And if that's what you want to do,
are we gonna fight? No, you're not gonna fight. So what's the point of me sitting there pretending like I didn't do this? Like, you knew why you killed that girl cousin.
I do feel like Tisha is very petty and immature for her teen wife outfit. I was so over that because so boastful about that teen wife when your husband is out here allegedly being seen in bed with other people. We're gonna see that next week. And you know, you got Wanda chiming in on your marriage, and she trying to get the food truck. You got your own problems, so don't try to feel like you're better than somebody else.
See, this is when you got to be able to match people's petty. Because she would have came in with that team wifey shirt. The next event, I would have came with a shirt saying, "I'm rooting for all Marceau mistresses."
She asked if we saw the live that Stormy did. I didn't see the one Stormy did, but I did see the one that Tisha did, and that one drained my energy. She was. We back?
Yeah, we're back.
Okay. So I saw that live, but I felt like Tisha was too much off topic, and it was 30 minutes, and and Marcel was hollering in the background, and my attention span is low. I'm gonna like say what you're talking about, so we can go on from this. She was talking about everything else but Huntsville, but I feel like she was petty and immature. Kimmy, before that Mel got there, she brought up the girl thing and how they shouldn't start off with girl. And Tisha was like, "Well, can we say B?"
Yeah, well, can we say bitch?
You weren't gonna say that. You wasn't gonna say that when she walked in anyway. You're not about that. So that's another thing. She talk a lot of.
Yeah, we gonna need her to stop pretending. Like,
she be getting mad when people talk about her, but she be doing all this talking behind the scenes. You know what I mean? She really do a lot of talking, and she get mad when other people talk too. Like if I, like me as a person who on Instagram, I talk about everybody. I can't get mad when people say stuff about me.
Right.
You know, it is what it is. You don't. It's give or take. You know,
right? You can't do something to somebody and then get mad about how they react. So
they finally sit down, and before we get there, I mention the fact that I do feel like Mel's prepped Stormy before the event. She prepped her. She got her ready so she could fight. So that's her pit bull. I think that she got her ready so she could go in there and stir stuff up because it really had nothing to do with Stormy. I don't know why. Are we back?
Yeah.
Okay, let me stop trying to add stuff. So Destiny looked nervous with her big eyes. She walked in there. They make her twerk because she looked so awkward when she walked in. So
So
they
you
make her
saying
twerk.
she was spooked and nervous.
I think she was nervous. I think she was nervous. She always looked nervous with them. I don't know. Them eyes get on my nerves.
Yeah, they're very hungry. Like
She
has,
just be the way she looks at Mel and the way that she was looking at Mel throughout this episode disturbed me. I would have had to get up and
she's the
like, "What's up?"
epitome of that song, Hungry Eyes. She has hungry eyes. Yes, that's her.
I mean, yeah, it must be a Pisces thing because I need you to get to what you're talking about and not be. Even when I'm at work, people be trying to give me the whole story. What is it? What do you want? What do you need? How can we fix it? You send me an email? Okay, I'll check my email. You know,
You said no long talking.
No, we don't have to be out here talking about all day about stuff. So, and Kimmy decides she wants to have a game where everybody does a positive thing that you feel about how you are, and then a misconception. So Mel does hers. She's saying that she likes being there for people, but people think that she's selfish. And how do you feel about that?
Well, I can't really judge her too much on that because I'm not. I have seen her try to be there for her friends, so I wouldn't call her. I wouldn't say that she's selfish. From my opinion, from watching her, I wouldn't say that she's selfish.
I think that's something Destiny has said. Simply because Destiny wants what she has, and she wants her to share it with her.
But Destiny can't call her selfish when she didn't even know what was going on. Like, girl, you sat there and hid a whole divorce. Like,
yeah.
And no one knew what was going on. So if I'm not that attentive to you or at your beck and call, because I don't know that you're going through what you're going through. So it's just going to be a regular day. If I don't pick up, all right, I don't pick up, I'll call her tomorrow. But maybe if I knew that you were going through these things and you may need to speak to me and you could be on the edge, I would pick up my phone or I would reach out to you a little more.
Or how about this? If you want to talk to me, call me. Don't be sitting there waiting on somebody to call and you want to speak to them. It's okay to pick up the phone. If you feel like, if you want to call me and you want to talk to me about something, call me. Most of the time, I'm going to answer if I'm free. And if I'm not, I'll send you a text message or whatever. So I feel like in any situation with your friends or whatever, if you feel a certain type of way, don't expect the other person to magically know how you're feeling.
Right.
Call them. Let them know. Say, hey, can we meet up? I think communication is 90% of the issue here.
Yeah, but Destiny was just looking for a problem. Because like I said, girl, you didn't tell anybody what was going on with you. So how can someone be there for you and they didn't know what was going on?
Exactly. So, I think it's Mel and Destiny's fault on why it's breaking down. The second person who took part in the game was Tisha. And her positive thing is she thinks she's fun and she's easy to get along with, which is maybe partially true. And then she was naive. This part
that's supposed to be a misconception.
Yeah, her misconception is that she was naive, and this part really tickled me. Mel's confessional when she said, "Y'all decide, no comment," because everybody has been saying the whole time I've been watching this show how naive Tisha is.
But like I said, she may be a Ashley. Like she may not be as naive as we think she is. Like you see, she's majority shareholder. She sold a condo. Tisha, you owned a condo. We just raised that Tisha owned a condo. She owned a complex, a complex. Mm-hmm. Like you owned a building. So
but she used to own it, but then she
but she sold it. They said she sold it to buy the shares.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, ooh, Marceau is cheap. He wasn't even going to pitch in to, get her the shares. He's like, oh, you sell, your property. You want in, you buy it yourself. But Tisha probably be Ashley in the making. Who knows?
I would have kept.
They need to call her NBA Tisha.
The way the rent is now and it's going up and up and up, I would have kept them apartments going.
Yeah,
because she's probably good. If she would have kept them apartments, she would be making a killing now because the way rent has went up. She could charge $1,500 for a 1-bedroom.
Yeah, and out there, and a lot of times, and they exit, and then she could get guaranteed money if she sanctioned off certain apartments. Because sometimes a lot of luxury buildings do that. They take about 8 apartments and make them Section 8 apartments where they're guaranteed that money. So that would cover their whole base, and then the extra money income is extra.
Yeah, she's not stupid, but that doesn't make you not naive. I think she has a lot of book smarts, but not a lot of street smarts.
I think she may have the street smart, and she may be playing. I think Tisha's playing the long game.
You think so? You think?
I really think because she couldn't possibly be the. I wanted. She couldn't be. Like when your husband went to whole Africa, another continent without you. You cannot be that naive to think, oh no. I think she knows, and I think she's just skimming a little. That's why Miss Wanda gonna get that food truck. That's why Miss Wanda gonna get everything she want. Cause you're gonna be playing me. You're gonna be paying me and my mama. Like I said, don't be getting mad at her when she getting stuff for her mama. She know what she doing.
Big girl bipolar, Michael. Do you mean sleep with another guy?
No, I think she's gonna pull Ashley. Like she's going. I said that. I think she's probably collecting and probably. Collecting all her information. She's playing a doting wife. Like, I'm so naive. I don't know. My husband is team us. So she can look like the victim. And when stuff really come out, who are we going to feel sorry for? We're going to really feel sorry for Tisha. Like, we told you, Tisha. You understand?
I'm not going to feel sorry for her because the fact that she is smart and she is acting crazy, she gets what she gets. She knows what she was dealing with. And she knows that her husband is out here in these streets.
I think she's going to take him for all he worth. And I think he knows that.
Mm-hmm. So we move from that, and Tisha gets real ghetto, just like her mama, and say, how they used to do on the playground. You got something to say to me, say it to my face. I'm right here. I'm right. To me, that was so childish. That was.
Please, she said, bitch, I heard you was looking for me. Well, bitch, here I go.
She literally said that, here I go. I'm right here. Say it to my face.
If you got anything to say about me, I'm standing right here. So you're going to have to say it to my face. Say it to my face.
That's a second grader confronting this girl on the playground who been talking smack. That's what it sounded like to me.
That's what it was giving.
You said that in a more intellectual way. This made me feel like you dumb.
No, but she had to get Miss Wanda on them. Like, I'm gonna get real ghetto and ratchet.
Hit to my face, and I'm right here, and all this other stuff. Like, come on, can we be adult about the situation? Can we be grown?
I think because somebody should have got slapped at the end of the night.
Somebody was gonna get slapped. Like we go. I feel like Mel was close to slapping Tisha. I feel like she was real close when she called her to be, because she wouldn't stop interrupting her when she was talking to Destiny. I felt like it was about to go down. Hey, Jay Rucker.
Hey.
She's trying to read the Shawnee O'Neal book, but reading too slow. Well, Shawnee used her name to create her own platform. She didn't build nothing with Shaq. She used that name to build her own show and her own brand. So she was smart in that way. Shawnee O'Neal is smart, so I'm not mad at her.
She is smart. She just get on my nerves. You see her over there trying to be the first lady? Like, girl, you is nothing but
the first lady. But the thing with Basketball Wives is, and I think that they're trying to do better with this because she's not going to be a main cast member this season.
No, because she's trying to be the first lady. But you are a mean girl. Like Evelyn, and Jennifer wasn't so much a mean girl. I think Jennifer is just a follower.
Was a mean girl.
Jennifer's a follower. She gets in where the popular. She just want to sit at the popular table, like by any means necessary.
But she was also a mean girl because if you go back to the first couple seasons of BB Holes, they was all coming against Royce, and Jennifer was tagging along till they.
But she was the follower, but she wasn't. She was just like, because you could just go over and just take Jennifer. Jennifer, what? Like, I'll throw a drink in your eye just like Eric did, girl, and just shut you all the way down. And she's not going to do too much. But she was just a follower. She was like, I'm going to just say, I'm going to follow them. But that could definitely get you popped.
Mel isn't a colorist like Shawnee. Well, I don't know about colorist. I don't know if Shawnee herself is a colorist, but I do feel like she had an issue. If we're going way off topic,
yeah, because real quick, I don't think that she was a colorist, and I don't think the thing was a color. I think she was the ugliest. It wasn't a colorist. It was
she didn't like OG, and
it was like you're not attractive. Like you not what I consider attractive. Like,
but even I will admit when OG first got on there, her outfits were.
Yeah, because she was trying too hard. Like she was just trying to be something that she's not. Because like when she put on her little African garb and she did her makeup right, the colors that fits her complexion, she was really attractive. Like she's not an ugly girl. You know what I'm saying? She's not. Her and Wendy could pass for sisters. Wendy Osofa, like those are sisters right there.
We gonna group them together because they're Nigerian?
No, but they look alike. They really favor each other. They could pass for sisters or a cousin.
Wendy's had some work done.
But prior to her work, straight OG.
I believe Wendy has had work done to her face as well, and her body. So we're gonna move forward from that.
It's an OG to me.
Back at the table, Tisha brings up the party and the fact that it was a bash Tisha moment, and everybody was talking about Tisha, and so Mel would do like what I would do. Oh, you talking about Kiki was over there being messy, and she said, I said something? Let's call her. So she called Kiki, and Kiki says over the phone that whatever she said was not true. I mean, was true. I mean, whatever she said, she didn't tell a lie, and that it was true. Kimmy also chimes in and said, well, you was talking a little bit too much about Tisha. If y'all was gonna call Kimmy on the phone, I feel like y'all should have invited Kimmy. Why would y'all invite Kiki? Y'all should have invited Kiki instead of Stormy, because Kiki had more to do with it than Stormy does.
Yeah, but I think Kiki should have been there as well. And
she should have been there.
She should have been there. And I think Mel should have took responsibility, girl, because the way they edited, I don't know if it was editing, but the way you were leading the conversation about Tisha. You was coercing her to talk about her cousin. Like, so what? Did you hear anything? I know, did you?
She wasn't coercing her. They had already been talking. Like, before the show even started, they was already talking.
But Mel knew how this was going to look. But girl, just accept it.
Y'all, yes, please hit the like button and the subscribe button. If y'all are here, y'all like what you see, please hit that like button. I keep forgetting to say that. So thank you.
We've been forgetting yes, thank you, Q. We've been forgetting all about the like and the subscribe.
Yeah, I don't do it for the likes and the subscribes. I do it because I like to do it. So, But thank you, Q, for reminding us to hit the like button. Thank you. So they get Kiki on the phone. Kiki is yelling her point. They cut Kiki, and Tisha's talking about, well, what we said earlier was it didn't seem like Kiki and Mel were friends. It doesn't seem like they would be in the same group, or the same group text, or the same.
Right. They don't go to the same exterminator.
I don't think Mel had bugs in her house.
I don't know, but whatever she had, they are definitely not going to the same Orchid Man.
But my thing with Kiki is, if you had bugs and you got rid of those bugs, I think you should just go ahead and say, I did have a bug problem, but we got rid of those. So,
Right, that's why I moved. Like, I had a bad bug problem, but that's why I had to move my whole life. That's why I was in that with the boxed up in the red cup with the box of wine.
Box of wine and the furniture all in the boxes and plastic.
Right, because that's what she had to say. Girl, look, the bugs came, and that's why I moved. But I was able to move my whole life. All right.
But it is a taboo in our community. Like, if you're considered dirty, you're considered dirty. Don't nobody want to get in your car. Don't nobody want to go to your house. Don't nobody want to eat your food because you're dirty.
Yeah, and then these alleged bed bugs, because that is some serious stuff. I'm telling you, back a couple of years back, like bed bugs was running rampant in New York. Like me and my cousin Bebs, you in here, we used to threaten each other, like, I'm gonna catch a bed bug and throw it on you. Like we used to like
Whoa.
it was those was fighting words. Like after you like what? Like like
when I don't play with bed bugs down here, we try not to mess with it. So we're on the topic of friends controlling friends.
These allergies, I don't even.
They're killing me too, so I'm not gonna hold you too long. So we're on the topic of friends controlling friends. Like Destiny saying that you're trying to control my friendship with Tisha, and that's immature, and I can understand that. But for me, if I'm friends with someone and then I see them being friends with someone that I clearly do not like, I'm not going to tell you who you can be friends with,
right?
But I am going to from you. I am,
right?
Because you're not going to know anything personal about me that you can run back and you can tell so and so. If I see you with the ops, then you cut off too. Everybody, I'm the type of person everybody can get cut off.
Yeah, because I give people the scissors real quick, like.
Yeah, and I pick
people funny, like, and I experienced that as well. Like, I had a friend that was really close to me, and she wasn't close, but you were friends or acquaintances with somebody who basically, if I see them in the street, we'll fight. You know what I'm saying? So for you to be as close as you are to me, and I'm not going to tell you who to be your friends with because I'm not that type of person. I'm not going to tell you what you should or shouldn't do. But me and you were supposed to be like this. So if you know the situation and you're in the thing, you shouldn't even be messing with that person, period. Exactly. So for you to even go back, because I wouldn't do that to you, because I had space and opportunity to mess with somebody who you don't mess with. And I never would do that. And once I see that you do stuff like that, and then you start thinking like, girl, I know how to treat you. I treat you with a long candle spoon.
And I do agree with this. Thick Girl says Destiny wanted to cry because she wasn't invited to the Pajama Jam. And I feel like she was hurt. She do feel some type of way that her and Mel are not friends anymore, because when Mel was trying to explain what was used in the past tense, so she said friendship we had, Mel just got sad and she got up by her, like she was about to get up by her seat. And that's what caused Kimmy to stop her. I'm not gonna do that. Destiny is hurt by this because she has nothing else going on in her life.
Do you think that she's really hurt, or do you think she's just upset because now she can't watch Mel's every move to morph into her?
I'm looking at it as she, that friend that actually secretly looks up to you, but you're supposed to be on the same level, but they actually look up to you.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what she thought of Mel. Like, they were supposed to be on somewhat the same level, but I feel like Destiny always looked up to Mel and wanted to aspire to be like Mel and wanted to be more well-liked like Mel is, because Mel is more liked than Destiny. Let's be real about that. And she's more popular. So I do feel like she was envious of her friend. Their girl says she misses the PayPal. She misses it. Sometimes when friendships ends, you miss the friendship. Even though it was toxic towards the end, you do remember the good times. So I do feel like she's feeling some type of way about that.
But I don't think that was going to work anyway, because Mel definitely seems like the type of person that will make somebody choose. And being that she was still cool with Martell as well, and Martell is saying that, I speak to Destiny, like somebody was saying these, and when Melody had brought up to Destiny, well, Martell said he speaks to you all the time, whatever. So she was like, I barely speak to him, whatever, like that. I think Melody wasn't going to mess with her anyway.
And I did want to get to this part where Mel calls her a bee. She jumps up that she finna fight. And she not about to bust a grape. And we see this tight leather suit that Kimmy got on.
And look at Stormy in the back, because she gonna shake it like a red nose.
Oh, let's talk about Stormy and how she was jumping into it and got into it with Destiny, and she did the ghetto thing too. That's what's up. That's what's up. I see you want to be like, what's up?
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Stormy, I was reading the comments, and a lot of people were feeling like Stormy was interjecting herself where she shouldn't have.
She was, because she continuously asks Destiny the question that she should have been asking your friend that's next to you. Like, she's asked your friend. She is the one who doesn't mess with me anymore. So why? You know what I'm saying? Get that information from her. I think Stormy, like you said, Melanie prepped Stormy before, so Stormy already knew what was supposed to be done. You know, she came and she understood the assignment. You know, the assignment was to be Melody's pit bull. Period. And I think this is what Melody do with the friends that she bring on the show, because I've seen it happen 3 times with Destiny. You brought her on the show. She wasn't too much of feeling. She already had her ideas in her head about Kimmy and Letitia. She wasn't really feeling them. You brought Destiny. Okay, now you and Destiny fell out. Okay, now you done brought the wet poodle. What is her name again? Tiffany?
Tiffany
really didn't go away.
Tiffany really didn't do nothing this
right, because I forgot she was even there. You know, thank God.
Besides the beginning part where she tried. I mean, she needs to work. If she's gonna be on the show, she need to work on her shade. Yeah,
she got to work on her reading skills. Because she got to go to the library. We got to call what's his name, LeVar Martin, the Reading Rainbow. We got to call the Reading Rainbow boy.
Then she go with that lip. She always got her lip sticking up. I don't know what's going on with Stormy.
I think it's her nose, not her lip. I think her
nose be sticking up. And
it's the nose, like
she always be smelling something. Like,
yeah, it's like I smell shit. She gives a real shitty smelling tease.
Like,
sun stinks around me all the time.
I would
maybe me,
but I just feel like Stormy. I understand where she's coming from, because Destiny was being condescending and rude, but Mel should be able to stand up for herself at this point.
Oh my God! Every now when I look at her, I crack up, because that Terrence from Giving You the Real Tea, want to say she had on a dope dealer girlfriend outfit.
Who had a drug dealer girlfriend outfit?
Stormy.
I'm gonna have to look at it again, because
it was too funny, because he said, yeah, she's out there having that dope dealer girlfriend outfit. But I was like, I think I got that outfit. I had to ask my husband, you sell dope? Because I think I got that outfit.
So this is the part where Mel is saying that they had a friendship, and she's getting mad and she wants to storm out, and Kimmy's trying to stop her from storming out. I just feel like you can see the hurt in her face. Like, she really was hurt that Mel referred to her as past tense.
But what you thought? I don't understand what you thought. Are we watching the same show? You're in the show. What did you think? You not only...
Hold on. I'm going to play this part for a second. The actual voice. I'm going to put just a little clip of Stormy and her lip and her nose coming after Big Eyes Destiny.
I want to hear. Okay, let her talk then. No, you let her talk. You let her talk. You let her go after that. So I want to like for sure, for real. All right, well then we done. Good. That's what's up. That's what's up.
That's what's up.
That's what's up. Right. Yeah. You want to be like me? I feel that. I feel that. I receive it. That what's up.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
I want to be like me too.
Yeah, you should.
I ain't mad at you. You should.
that part right there.
Where is she from? Like, is she from Alabama?
I don't know where she from.
Because I done heard that accent before, but I can't place it.
That's what they used to do in Miami.
Yeah, that's what I said. Is she from the 305?
That's what's it.
That's what's up.
Like, that's what Gloria. You remember Gloria from Basketball Hoes? She used to say that all the time. That's what's up.
Oh, I can't stand her. Ugh. That Gloria Govan. Ugh.
Yeah, Gloria Govan. And then
and that sister of hers. Ugh.
So yeah, they should go with them hot pink pants on.
I like those pants.
Thick girl done join the crew. They hate thick girl.
Hey, thick girl, I want those pants.
Hey y'all. Well,
I don't think pants fit her all that well, but go off.
No, see, I'll make them fit me.
The t-shirt.
She ain't go with the pants.
She could have cut that t-shirt in a way that it was more flattering and more.
Yeah,
feminine.
she could have tied it up to the back. She could have,
it looked real bulky on her, but you look like she just had them t-shirts made that said Teen Wife.
No, she just ordered that from Amazon. It just came, and, they come next day. They sent the wrong size, and she was like, "Well, I'm gonna just go with it."
I just say that. I guess. I mean, I thought are we still saying that's what's up? Are we still saying what's up?
But I don't know. But I'm gonna start. Now I'm gonna start. Now I'm gonna just go to people and be like, "That's what's up."
Big girl, but what do you think about the episode of what's going on as far as
okay? I'm gonna first tell you what Stormy said on her live. The reason everything they cut out. She said they cut out a whole lot. She said she was asking Destiny, why were they not friends anymore? She said she had said in the singing that she was told Destiny already. When Destiny said ask your friend, she was like, I already asked her, but I'm asking you. They didn't show that part. Then they said that she said Destiny started mocking the way she talks, and that's when it went to another place. She was like, she went back to her childhood trauma. When she was younger, people used to always tease her about how she's talking, whatever. Mm-hmm. And she was like, so therefore, when she started doing it, I was like, and when she said, you will want to be me, you ain't got enough to be me. Mm-hmm. She was saying like, she said, she said she took it as Destiny trying to act like she was uneducated or stupid because of the way she talks. So that's why she said, you can't be me. You haven't done enough to be me. Because I might be from the hood. She said she's from Alabama or Mississippi, but she said I've achieved a lot in my life, and I'm not going to let nobody make me feel like I haven't when you're not on my level.
Right, because I don't even blame her for that.
Destiny is struggling trying to get somewhere. She on PP loan after PP loan.
Stormy could talk a whole fool with that estate she got going on, because that estate, she don't even got to say nothing. She could sit there with her lip, glued to her nose and smell. I don't know, because she like.
Destiny wants people to feel sorry for her. That's what it is. She want everybody to have a pity party. Yeah. Sit up here and be like, "Whoa, it's Destiny. Well, let's help her. Let's do something for her." And nobody's doing that because.
But that's the kicker. She also said that Monday before they taped that scene, Destiny had just fucking asked her for some money to donate some money to something that she was doing. She said she was going to do the highest one that they had, which was $15,000. But when she sent it to her business manager was like, what they're offering doesn't match what she would be paying. So her business manager told her, we're not going to do this. So she got back to Destiny and let her know they wasn't going to be able to do it. And she was like, she don't know if that's why Destiny was already not feeling her. But she was like, didn't she want to talk about my accent, the way acting like I ain't got nothing? But wasn't you the same person that just was asking me for money? And she also said about her lip.
Stormy is a boss.
That should have been on the show because Destiny's eyes was bugging out of her head. Yeah, when Stormy was going back and forth with her.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. What you were saying.
I was about to say, and they made Stormy just sing like the hood rat friend that was ready to pop off and was Mel's god dog, but we didn't get the full context of the whole thing. So we all was going in on her, but then when you hear the full story, you understand because you're not gonna play in my face. That's what you're not gonna do.
That's true. A lot of people in the comments was going against Stormy because they felt like, number one, you have nothing to do with the drama between Destiny and Mel or Tisha and Mel. So why are you chiming in? So if they would have included that, I think that would have made more sense.
Yeah, we would have had definitely a different outlook.
You could have cut some of them other scenes out of this episode and just let the bulk of it about this.
Yeah, she said, so that's why it went the way it went. And she said, after that, Destiny left out the room, came back, and it was over. She was like, I ain't holding no grudges. She said, and also Destiny tried to downplay her estate. She got a lake or something on her house, attached to her house, and Destiny was trying to act like it wasn't her husband. Her husband didn't own it or something, and she wanted to take her father, and she also wanted to take her father fishing in Stormy's lake. And Stormy was like, but after that, I wasn't even tripping. I ain't got no beef with her. She could still come and use my link. Yeah, she was
they
like,
shot the video there. They shot Mel's music video there.
Oh my God! You know what this is just giving me, Babs? This is giving me Martin with Tommy Davis when he was like, "You got the fish in the back, the red snappers." He was like, "Yeah, you could come to my backyard and go, and just go fishing."
I will but you have to be careful who you let in your house or around your house.
Right, because
I wouldn't let her nowhere near my house.
Destiny would not be nowhere near my house or my man with them big ass eyes.
Yeah, she was like,
your spirit.
Yeah, she said she went back to her childhood trauma because she said she had friends growing up. She was the only child, so she always wanted friends. She was always looking for, people, because she was the only child. She said, and when she did make friends with this group of sisters, she thought they were friends, but then she come to find out, she heard that when they went to school one day, the sister told her, "We don't mess with her like that. We just use her because she got a car." So she like, "I don't let people in my space easily. I'm not with that. I question things, and I feel like ain't no stupid question but the one that you don't ask." So I wanted to get some clarification. We all wanted some clarification, so I asked the question, but the rest of the conversation, they cut that part out. Because she said she explained to her that I asked Mel, now I'm asking you, what's the problem?
That makes a lot more sense because they did edit it that way to make her look like she was just butting in the conversation. And you see Destiny flipping her tracks that she has back there that's attached to the back of her head. So,
and she also said, Tisha, they had played a game that they didn't show where it said, they gave them cards and they told them to write 4 things down about the person across from you. And Tisha was like, "Oh my God, this gonna be hard because I don't even know her. I don't know anything about her." And she was like, I told Tisha, you don't have to know somebody to say something nice about them. She said, you can talk about my hair. You can say I'm a businesswoman or anything. You don't have to know me to say. And Tisha was like, okay. And then Tisha ended up saying she liked her hair, she liked her house, and some other stuff.
It was I don't like Tisha after this. I knew I didn't like Tisha after this.
See, this is why Stormy looks like she's smelling feces all the time.
She be looking. I mean, like she be probably on the verge of fighting, but
because she's probably pissed off. She probably, because she comes in like a lot of times she is a little, rough around the edges. You wouldn't expect, like, you just looking at how off the rip, you wouldn't think that she has what she has. So a lot of times that can be a good or a bad thing, because people going to come at you crazy, and then when you bust out, be like, I am an estate owner.
So
exactly. And did you see that gold G-Wagon she pulled up in?
I was like, I know that wasn't Melody car.
I saw that.
I knew that wasn't Melody.
And I was with Terrence. I said on Twitter before Terrence even went live, I was like, if Stormy did not walk in giving us ex-narcotics dealer's ex-girlfriend, I don't know who the fuck did.
Right, because she just looked like she's 40 with it. Like, I'm gonna have this gold range, okay?
Exactly.
I thought it was good, but I didn't know if it was rented or not. We don't know if it's rented.
Well,
that's her.
Stormy looked like she don't rent. Like, according to the
that's her.
According to the estate.
30 million. She ain't renting that 30 million. I don't think she's renting that. She's 30 million at the end.
Well, she has a whole business. So she showed us her business when she first got on here. So,
and I like the fact that she was really willing to help Mel and give her the poignant points that she really needed to know. Because a lot of people don't do that for you.
Because Mel said most of the people that she know she's always pouring into them. But she said Stormy actually pours into her.
Yeah, because you can't, if you're someone who's on the rise, you can't hang around broke people like Destiny. You have to upgrade and start hanging with people with business and who's doing things.
But but Destiny is a hater. I think Destiny,
she's a hater and she's broke. And
but she could be broke. But I'm saying if you're broke and you wanting to learn and someone's willing to teach you and someone's really willing to take you under their wing, that's a different story. But just because she just undercover hater, like, how someone doesn't want to get their own, they want to take what you have. Like, I want to take what you have because I don't want to really work for mine. I peep what you have and I like it and I want it.
And did y'all see the end, the very end, where it got so heated between Destiny and Stormy that they had to be pulled apart? Because
Destiny was, I don't care what nobody say, Destiny was faking real hard, because there's no way you gonna tell me that those goddamn Kimmy and Tisha held you back enough that you couldn't get loose if you really wanted to. Get the fuck out of here with that bull crap.
I don't know.
You're not gonna ever make me believe that.
My money is on Stormy. My money is on Stormy to win that one, because half of Destiny Edge is already gone. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna
girl, you skating on thin ice.
But Tisha faking, she ain't gonna stomp a grape in a fruit fight. She ain't gonna stomp her own goddamn toe. She sat there talking, I'm ready, I can't. Girl, but soon as Mel called you a bitch, all you did was gasp for air. If you were so bowed that you'd have went across that table or act like a lunged across the table or something. Girl, stop faking. Oh, you need to keep that energy with your husband and your mama. That's who you need to put your tennis shoes on for, goddamn it.
Because if they called Miss Wanda a bitch, Miss Wanda would have came. Miss Wanda would have showed them what a bitch was.
Tiffany was so damn transparent in this episode, we forgot she was even goddamn there.
And I was glad about that. I was so glad that she was
the first time she was actually transparent, we forgot the hell that she was there. That's how I did. Where you go?
Big girl, did you catch it at the beginning when Tisha walked in and she made that comment about you're behind the bar where you should be, and that's what you do. Talk about she learned that on the she learned that from the trip they had, because Tiffany made good drinks. Girl, no, you wasn't. You were trying to be fun. You were trying to be shady. Funny. You was trying to be funny and make it seem like she's the alcoholic.
Right, and then you always trying to be shady, but you got your tennis shoes on. But as soon as somebody step to you, you acting like you don't know what had happened. Like you don't know what an op is. Girl, your husband is your op. Your mama is your op. How do you not know what an op is? You know what it is. You live with it and you were birthed by one. Get the fuck out of here, girl.
What did you think about the shirt that she had?
Child, team wipe. She team wiping and her husband is team side hoe. So where's his shirt? Did you get him one made?
I'm telling you, because if I was Melody,
in the damn hotel bed. And he told me he went to dinner with that lady. You went to dinner with that lady. How the hell did you end up in the bed? We all go to dinner in the room service.
I haven't seen this alleged picture that's been circulating. So how is it so?
I will send it to you.
How hard? Please do, because how hard is it to differentiate if it's him or not? Is it taken too far away, or what? You know, how is it?
If we know that's your man back and your man is, you damn sure know that's your man back and is. You sleep with that man every single night.
His back and his ears.
That is his back and his ears. When he got out that pool in Miami, we all saw that it's his back and that was his goddamn weed.
His ears come up a little bit on a point in the back.
Right. Girl, if just say I'm in denial and I lie. Just say that's my man and I'm gonna stick by him.
Yeah,
just say that.
Saying,
but don't keep acting like you don't know.
Right. Well, I'm gonna say it's nobody's business what goes on between me and my husband.
Right. If I like him for other women, it's okay. Mel did it. Mel was okay with it for 8 years. Say that. So now I'm gonna be okay with it. We keep telling y'all about to be married 16 years, but how many years of those was he cheating? Were you actually married? The nigga don't even know his son is allergic to peanut butter. Shut the fuck up.
Like she's defending it, trying to act like they're so like I'm not defending nothing because I shouldn't have to defend my husband. I'm not defending nothing. If you say he's cheating, okay. You know what I'm saying? My husband going hard, like no, he's not, and such. You're gonna make people dig, and you're gonna make people pull up receipts, which they did.
But he has too much evidence circulating. How do you get caught up in these pictures all the time? I mean,
the same way you got caught up in the motherland without her.
You always getting caught up, like. But why are you at dinner and your wife didn't even know you was going to dinner? I don't give a damn if you say it was just dinner. Why didn't I know? Mm-hmm. If it's just dinner, why didn't I know?
Right.
Get out of here, girl. You know what's going on, and you just playing with our damn emotions and our face. That's why when it do come out, I will not feel bad for you. Mel might have stayed. but she didn't come on TV saying what her husband was not doing. She did not do that part.
Yeah.
She did not curse everybody out that said something about her and her husband. So therefore, when it happens to you, I will not feel no ways about it.
That's
You,
the issue.
Drew, Wreck-It Ralph, and Marceau need to go because y'all the same damn people.
That's the issue I take much. You're trying to defend it so much to whereas when it does come out, you're gonna look like a whole fool. Like I'm not defending my husband. If you say because you don't know what he's doing, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you really don't know. And for you going hard and saying, well, he's not such and such, you're gonna look like a fool in the end. I'd rather say, like, well, you know what goes on between me and my husband is nobody's business.
Exactly.
You know, looking on the outside, I could definitely see Marceau having a couple side girls.
Right, but he is so manipulative. He's like a pimp. He's probably a whole pimp in his other life.
All you gotta do is throw money. And then people be quiet, especially if you pay rent.
Him and Maurice, I don't want no more scenes with them because I swear my hand to God, I can't even tell you what they was talking about. Them niggas start talking that damn manipulating bull crap and making goddamn throwing out metaphors and innuendo. I'm like, what the fuck is y'all even talking about anymore?
I want to see their father. I want to see I want to show what the father.
I want to know why Maurice looks so different than his other brothers. Did something happen with that?
Maurice takes after his mother.
It's probably the pea pod thing. You know how they got one, you know, with the cells is one pea tall, one pea short, and sometimes you get that other pea that come out completely like a little different than the other one.
Light skin, like even the other brother looks like Marceau. The other brother looks
margarine looking ass.
But
that's more
margarine. Like Maurice fared a little bit different than the other.
You said so. Somebody was creeping. No way.
We don't know. Somebody might have been creeping.
Right. Exactly. Because it seems like that's the MO for their family. It wouldn't be too far-fetched.
It wouldn't be too far-fetched because if I seen Daddy do it and Daddy was doing it the whole time I was little.
But let me find out Mama's the player. Since you saying Maurice look a little different, Mama could be the player in the situation.
Or
somebody do something.
Or the daddy. Like if you think about it. If you saw your daddy sneaking in and out the house, he got other kids, other places. You know, you feel like.
But it makes it normalized. It's real normalized, and sometimes a lot of young men aspire to be like their fathers.
Right.
And a lot of times,
and you know, back in the days, that's how Daddy did. Daddy had 5 houses.
If I pay the bills, I'm putting the food on the table, you shut up. You don't have nothing to say. You better just be happy I came home.
And women didn't have as much as a voice back then when stuff like that was going on.
But that's exactly what Marceau gives me. Basically, shut up.
All right, thank you, Thick Girl, for stopping by.
Thank you. But yeah, that's what Marceau definitely gets. She's telling her, basically, shut up. I pay the bills. I'm paying the majority of the bills. You stay here with the kids. You know what I'm saying? And you just shut up and take what I give you.
Mm-hmm. That's what.
And a lot of time, and he probably He could have watched his father. Who knows? Do that, but a lot of back in the day, that's how it was.
That's how it was, and a lot of women back then they just had to deal with it, and I feel like that's the background Wanda was in, because I'm pretty sure Wanda was in a situation like that. She raised her daughter to be in a situation like that, so it's like a generational thing.
Yeah, but Wanda probably wasn't in it because sometimes with women, we try to go opposite. Like, I don't think maybe she didn't have that stable family, like the father in the household, like the stable family. I don't know, and she probably wants that so bad. Like, I'm going to make this relationship work.
But Wanda, she don't know how to read, so she has to deal with what she has to deal with.
Wanda got a husband and a boyfriend. Wanda said she ain't never had that. She got a husband and a boyfriend, okay?
That's all she know how to do. Do what you do best. That's what your daughter said. Do what you do best. So at the end of the scene, we see that Stormy and Destiny about to fight, and they raising their hands. It started off immature, and then that set the tone for the whole evening. This is going to set the tone. Well, I think even though it was petty and childish, I enjoyed the episode.
Yeah, it was. Like, it was very entertaining. Thank you, Carlos King. Very entertaining.
And Carlos King has another show coming out. I think it's on too. A late night show.
Yeah, a talk show.
And I think it's going to rival Andy's show. So I think it's going to be similar to Andy's show. And we're going to see if black people are going to go to Carlos's show versus going to watch
but they better like that. They better support Carlos because Carlos is the one who gave what needed to be given over there down to the Housewives of Atlanta. Like it hasn't been the same without him. You know what I'm saying? So,
but I think for Bravo, I think they might be contractually obligated to go back to Watch What Happens Live with Andy, but we'll see.
But I think Carlos King is really coming up right now because he has the Love and Marriage DC coming. So who knows what else does he have in the works?
I think it's coming on this weekend. If I'm correct, DC is coming on this weekend as well.
Yeah,
but it's coming on soon, so it's going to be on the same time as Huntsville is on. So I thought it was going to be after, but it's going to be on. Yeah,
it's going. Is it going to just replace Huntsville and?
No, it's going to be on while Huntsville is still on.
Okay, so it's going to come on back to back.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, but that's good. At least it's giving us a little entertainment.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to seeing Monique and Monique's family dynamic without Potomac, because I think she was more of a hip girl, and I think Potomac really put her in a box.
I think she was doing well in Potomac until that last season. I think she let Giselle and all of them get to her to where she stepped out of character, and they used that against her.
Right, but I think she was always not going to be so accepted. Mm-hmm. Especially from Giselle, because Giselle was jealous. Number one, once she mentioned, "Oh no, I have 4 houses," Giselle didn't like her since then. That was a rap.
She's a hater from Rip. She's a hater from Rip. And so I'm gonna see what they bring. We might talk about it in our Let's Get Into It. We'll just make a statement because there's so many shows coming out at once. Because I think Basketball Wives is premiering this weekend as well.
Yeah, so we even could do a dub like today. Like we could just do Huntsville 30 minutes and DC 30 minutes.
It depends on what they bring.
I hope they bring something to the table because we need some entertainment.
Because we had already committed to finishing Huntsville off, but then we have DC and then we have Basketball Wives coming on. So we'll see what happens with that.
Oh, Basketball Wives didn't start yet, right?
It's supposed to start soon. I think it's this weekend, but I have to double check
next Monday. I think next coming Monday. I think maybe.
But it's soon. But overall, what do you think about this episode?
I thought it was pretty good. The exciting part happened at the end. I'm waiting to see the conclusion, to see what happened. Did anybody get a wig snatched? Did anybody wig fall off? Did they knock down them chicken wings that was in the back? I'm like, was that chicken in the back? Because that was.
They had some food because Mel, Mel liked to eat. Mel was eating that food up.
Right, because she gonna eat. Mel do not care. She gonna eat.
We was talking about Basketball Wives and DC, Love and Marriage DC. Part of me wanted Stormy to land connect a hit on Destiny, hit her in the eyeball. It wouldn't hurt her to hit. It wouldn't hurt to hit one eyeball. But
you trying to take her peepers?
Trying to take her peepers out. So
just take one peep out, just one.
Because we gonna bring Thick Girl right on here, right as we're about to close. Hey, Thick Girl.
Yeah, hey, yeah. My phone said shutting down.
No problem.
But also, Stormy said, that picture that they had floating around about that it was a white man and that his nose and his lips touched, and she said she about to make a dress out of that picture so her twin can she can wear her twin around.
Who, Destiny?
Stormy.
No, Stormy. It's a picture on the internet that they said looks just like her because his lip and his nose don't got no separation like hers. She said she about to get it made into a dress.
But she definitely gives, I smell fecal matter.
She be looking like some stank. So
and she calls out bullshit every time she walk in the room just by her look.
Right.
Bullshit. But I'm ready for DC, y'all. I can't wait. I hope it's good. Monique said it ain't gonna be nothing like what we saw about her on Bravo. It's
because
I'm sure that she's not gonna be fighting these girls like she was fighting with the girls in Potomac.
Yeah, I think she could be more loose. She could be herself. She could hit a rap. You know what I'm saying? She could be herself. Potomac was more buttoned up.
Yeah, it's a little bit more snooty in Potomac.
Like it was more Karen Hugo, you know. You have to
it's a little bit snooty, and
because I didn't know, I forgot to put my pinky up when I see my teeth.
Yeah,
and y'all get to see my city in a different angle than they do with Potomac, just in Maryland and all out there. You get to see the DC.
Yes, the DC part.
I went to DC a few years ago. I love the city. It's a nice city. I went to some sites. I went to the Wharf and got me some good seafood.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love DC. So I would love to go back. So
yeah, and they're gonna play our music.
Go-go music. You're gonna hear some.
There's gonna be a rock of our music up in there. Y'all already know. It's gonna be go this, go that.
Oh, I used to hate that song when I was younger.
I went to the White House. I went to the museums and all that stuff. So
child, I hate the Smithsonian. They took me out here to go every year to the goddamn Air and Space Museum. I couldn't wait for my kids to get out of elementary school. I hate that damn place. I went so many times. I can tell you every damn thing yet.
It was free. I mean, I think the one that's really close to the White House, I don't know which museum that was, but
all of them.
Yeah, I went on.
Y'all got to come back and go to the Black History Museum now.
Yeah,
the last one they did.
I saw the Black History Museum, but I didn't go because I don't want to see something that'll make me feel traumatized.
But also, you probably wouldn't have been able to get in anyway because when they first built it, the tickets was going like it was freaking welfare cheese, child. And it was lines. I'm talking about lines upon lines of people standing outside for hours in the heat. No, I'll wait.
Yeah, my friend was like, let's go to the Black History Museum. I said, I don't want to see nothing traumatic. You made me feel some type of way. That's why I was, that trauma.
Yeah, it's so true because I'm telling
you. Only whips and chains you want to see is in your bedroom, huh?
Yeah,
I don't want to see no oppressing.
Right, because when I first saw Rosewood,
so that's the
he was in a movie theater kicking the back of the chair.
That's the only reason why I didn't go to the Black History Museum. I said we having a happy trip. I feel like if we go to the Black History Museum, we're gonna have to go home afterwards.
Yeah, because then you're gonna see people on the street, then you're gonna just want to fight random
people. Going to the club. I'm not gonna feel like going out after that.
Right, because then you start staring because I'm telling you, after we saw Rosewood, and that was like I watched Roots and stuff coming up. Mm-hmm. But when we went and we saw Rosewood, I mean, we were so upset after we left. We just side eyeing persuasion people like.
Yeah, and not absorb energy. So if I know that something's gonna change my energy and my mood, I'm just gonna try to do it.
But y'all know when these white people first came to DC, when they first started gentrifying DC, them motherfuckers tried to take our go-go music. Oh, y'all see now you done lost your damn mind. Now you done did it, child. They was protesting and every goddamn thing. They was not playing.
They were protesting at Howard, weren't they?
Yeah, and also this man Howard been there for how many years? Y'all, hundreds of years. Mm-hmm. This man he wanted them to move the quad because it cut. Yes. Like,
yes.
What?
That story. I remember that story. He was a white guy living in the neighborhood, and he was tired of the choir.
But you know what that is.
He wanted to walk his dog and let his dog pee and boo-boo everywhere.
Yeah, his white privilege had him fucked all the way up.
It's caucasity.
He think it's a park, but it's really you on a college campus.
Yeah, it's caucasity. It's Caucasian audacity. Caucasity.
You should be glad you can even walk your dog through there. You talking about some moving something.
It's not a park. It's not a park just because you move down the street because they built some nice houses down there. That'll make it so you can do what you want. I remember that story.
I tell people all the time, it used to be Chocolate City. Now they're trying to change it to White Chocolate City.
But that's everywhere. That's happening everywhere. That's not just in DC. That's happening in Atlanta too. That's why Atlanta is becoming more expensive to live in.
Yeah, you couldn't get, and these new buildings, they trying to make DC into New York. You couldn't get me to live in one of these new buildings. I swear my hand to God, you walk past one day, the next day the whole damn building up. You will not. Yeah. And if we ever get another one of those earthquakes we had that time, all that shit coming down.
That is so true, because that's like New York, like here, because I was like,
DC is high. DC was high before the pandemic. So
yes, it was, and it's outrageously worse now.
Because I was right outside my window, it was a lot.
Because I would have
turned around. They started building the building. Like 2 weeks later, the building was done. I'm like, wait.
Unless you work for the government, I mean, I don't know.
And then they so small. Talking about a 1-bedroom, or your 1-bedroom look like an efficiency. Like, no, that's not a bedroom. That's a closet. What are y'all talking about?
Yeah,
no.
I stayed in my friend's place. It was almost like a studio, but it was a nice size. But she was paying $2,500, I think.
Yeah, and you could have went somewhere else and got a 3-bedroom.
Right, and that was before the pandemic. That was before.
Right.
But thank you.
Your princess just dropped the video, so I'm gonna let y'all go. I just wanted to come back. I didn't want to be rude and let my phone hang up and not say my goodbyes to you guys.
Yes, thank you, girl,
and giving us the
always.
Yes, we appreciate you.
Please
I am always.
Picture, Marcel.
Got you. Love y'all. Y'all be safe. Enjoy the rest of y'all week.
You too.
All right, babe.
Macy there?
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and close for today. Unless you have something else that you want to say. Oh, also we want to thank.
We love you too, Q.
We want to thank everybody. Thank you, Q, for commenting. Fit Girl for commenting. Nola was here. Bev.
Yes, Jay Rucker.
Jay Rucker was here.
My auntie Rara. That's my mommy.
Rara. And I hope I'm not missing anyone. But also, please catch the replay. Please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. I appreciate all of you. You can follow Mace or Mace_Marrow on Instagram. And what's your other page?
Mace Cooks. Mace_Cooks.
And you can also follow me on Shady Room on Instagram. And we like to keep it ratchet over there. So we would love to see y'all come.
You start early with the ratcheticity.
I start as early as possible. It gets people day going. So I appreciate y'all. We'll be back on Wednesday for Let's Get Into It.
Oh yeah, we got to get into some thing. We got to get into some Hawaiian rolls. We got to get into the Stairway to Heaven, like
the Hawaiian rolls.
The Hawaiian rolls and the Stairway to Heaven, because we talking about Miss Kevin. This was so funny because I was watching one of his videos. I never really watched his videos. I would see like clips, but I never sat down and really watch. But I sat down and watched the video. So he was saying that it's not funny, but he was saying that he wanted a Red Bull endorsement.
He used to drink Red Bull a lot, and
he said, hopefully I'll get it on one of the videos I was watching earlier. He was like, I will get a Red Bull endorsement. But it's like maybe it's just too soon, because I'm like, shit, he may get one now because Red Bull probably gave him wings.
Well, he did now.
But he got wings now, so he may get that endorsement.
Or horns. We don't know where he at, but we gonna move forward. We're gonna talk about that on Wednesday. Thank y'all for liking, commenting, and subscribing. We'll see y'all on Wednesday for our Let's Get Into It. So it'll be at 8:45.
Yes, no later than 9.
Later than 9. We're gonna start it at 8:45.
We gonna act like we got caucasity.
we gonna have it that night.
Yes, we're gonna
be safe, and we will see y'all next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye, y'all.